Hey, and welcome back to Cookie Monster Radio. I'm Brian. Hey, hope you're having a good, fantastic Friday night. Hey, I told you at the beginning of the show that we had a special guest with us tonight, and her name is Bri Noell. She is actually the daughter of the owner of a restaurant in Wildwood, Florida called Shucks, Oyster Bar and Grill. So, hey, Bri, good evening. Hey, welcome to Cookie Monster Radio.
Hello, Brian. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys today.
Well, I appreciate you joining us tonight and spending some time with us. Now, Bri actually caught my attention one day. I was actually flipping through the For You pages on TikTok because, hey, it was like a Thursday night and I was bored. And she caught my attention because she was doing this weird thing with oysters that I later found out was called shucking. Now, we're going to talk to her about that and find out about a whole lot of other things. But first, Bri, can you tell us a little bit about the Shucks Oyster Bar and Grill and what you guys have there and what kind of food you have and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, 100%, Brian. So we have been a little hidden gem in our little neck of the woods since 2010. And over time, we've grown so much where people from all over the country have heard of us. They've come in. We have our regulars that come in wearing our Shucks shirts. And they're like, hey, we were all the way in Oregon just last week, and people saw us wearing our Shucks shirts because we had represent our favorite restaurant. And they're like, hey, we know that place. We love that place. And it's just so wild over the time frame to see our family's tiny little something just grow to be what it is today. And it just blows all of our mind, and it humbles me so much and just warms my heart that I get to be a part of something. My sister and I both have been working in there from the get-go. And our mom has just created seriously something so awesome for us to grow with and to be a part of and to be loved by any and everyone all around our area. It's so nice to hear nothing but good things about our place all the time. And again, we're so small. We're nothing fancy. Our place has literally looked the exact same since probably 2010, other than having to expand our patio because we've grown so much. And yeah, day by day, it's just, I feel like we're growing still, even since then. And I don't know, I seriously love being a part of it because I love being in the place as well. It's just has become a big part of me and a big part of my life. And I always find myself coming back there, which I'm now full-time there. But yeah, it's just such a great thing to be able to have. And it's a gem is what we're always told too.
So I know obviously you have oysters there because that's what it says in the name of the restaurant.
Yes.
But what's some of your other featured items that you have there on your menu?
So we do have a little bit of everything. That is one of our big questions if we're just seafood, and we are not. We have awesome chicken wings. One of our best flavors, our best sellers is our Shucks sauce. It's like a sweet spicy, and here these days I've been telling everybody to pair with our blackened wings because that's like killer. But we have all different kinds of wings. Burgers, we won awards in the past for having Sumter County's best burger. We have wraps. We have soup, we have all over the board. We have everything, all the way down to your basic chicken tenders, of course, because if you don't have chicken tenders, then you're an un-American place.
I understand.
But yeah, so anybody, you do not have to be a seafood lover or seafood person at all. We will keep things separate. If you can't have seafood, we'll do our best to our ability to keep things, separated. But yeah, we have a little bit of every best world, I'd say, in there, and everything everybody raves about.
Cool.
So, and especially our fish. Our Fish Friday, we are known for as well. We batter everything that's fried in our beer batter that we make every day. And it's so darn tasty. It's wild. But when we're in season, especially, our place is packed from open to close, line out the door. Our busy season is wild, and we all cannot wait for that season to come back around because we're bored.
So I noticed that you mentioned that you received some awards and stuff, and I saw online where you've received the Neighborhood Fave Award on Nextdoor for the past few years. That's kind of cool, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's even some things I feel like I hear that I didn't even know about that we've come across. And because, again, I've come and go over time. I've had other jobs, but right now I'm in there full time, like I said. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. We've been put in the paper a few times for different things. We've had a few celebrities come in there. Darius Rucker is one reference I actually got to meet way back then. That was pretty cool. But yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's whack.
So what I actually saw you doing when you caught my eye when I was flipping through TikTok that night was called shucking. Now that's a process, right? So tell me a little bit about what that is.
Okay, yes. So honestly, it's a super, super simple process, but it can be tricky if you don't know the gist of it because you will stab yourself learning. You will. But it only hurts for a second. You shake it off and you keep going. But I call it, my term for it is the sweet spot. And basically where the oyster's rounded at the very top, it's super round. Or, I mean, they're all different shapes and sizes. But typically they'll all come to a point and meet in a certain spot where the shell is, of course, like, I don't know how to explain that part of the shell, but it's just like where you can tell you can wedge the shucker. That's what we call it, the shucker into. It's not just a knife. It's not as sharp as people would think. It's actually smoothed and rounded in, but the tip is pointy enough to get into that sweet spot, and you just wiggle side to side, turn it like a knob or a key, and it'll pop open. The other side, you will not be able to wedge the shucker into at all because it's super flat how that end comes together. But yeah, that back end, you put in there just right. Sometimes it will not just want to pop. So we use something called a railroad tie that one of our regulars actually brought us way back in the day because they were tired of hearing us bang and beat up our bar that my mom worked so hard. She actually did all that by hand. She did our bar with the help of a family friend way back in the day who helped her a lot with that bar. But yeah, so we were beating up the edges of that railing, and so now we beat it on a railroad tie, and then you just get a little bit more room to wiggle it in there. It eases it in there. Typically, you only have to beat it like a couple times, and then it should pop right open. And it's simpler than it actually seems, but if you're not paying attention while you're doing it, you can definitely stab yourself. I've had my fair share of scars and stabs. All of us have, honestly, in there. But like I said, you will draw blood sometimes, but sometimes you won't. You'll feel like you have, and you go to take that glove off. You're like, oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Well, that kind of led me to another question that I had that you kind of led into that. So is this kind of like a dangerous process if you don't have the right tools?
No, I mean, honestly, typically we'll shuck with a rag. We don't, when being so used to it. I mean, I've been around oysters forever, as long as I can remember. So learning it can be tricky if you're not watching it. People go really slow. But yes, we have had some in the past stab themselves. Yes. Oh. And they don't take it very well. But again, you just learn, I don't know, over time to just shake it off. That's all I can really say. Run under some water. It will feel like you want to throw up probably if you get yourself a real good one good time. But yeah, it can get you. It can. But these days, I mean, we just don't even do it while we're looking, or we can do it without looking.
So I'm sure everybody wants to know, do you find many pearls?
We do, and I've actually posted a video on my page as well with one of our girls in there, Tiffany. She's awesome. She's been there for a while. She's the other girl that's on there a lot of the times when I'm shucking live. But she is the one that's mainly shucking, and she has come across so many. And even in the past, before she started her collection, she just has a crazy amount. And we actually did find one on a live just last week. It's rare. If she finds them, she saves them. I've come across a couple, but I don't care to keep them. I will leave them in there for a customer to find. Wow. Because I just think the experience is a lot cooler if they find a pearl. But typically, you're not going to find it unless you are biting into it. But sometimes you can spot it. I think I sometimes see them, and it's just like a bubble.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. We've also found a lot of different things inside our oysters and not just pearls.
Oh, okay. Do you want to elaborate on that?
I sure will. So, way back before, one time I found a whole fish.
Wow.
Whole entire fish. Yep. He wasn't alive. He was dead, down for the count. But we have found a whole fish. Don't know how he got in there. And then a lot of batches here and there. We haven't had them in a couple months, but a good bit of our batches, it's normal, but we'll find little baby crabs in them. And they're still alive, and it's wild. They're just so cold. They don't like to move, so we'll put them all in a cup. and let them all just kind of come back to life and fall out a little bit, and then they'll start moving. And some people try and eat them because they think it's fun, or they bet each other if they see us while they're sitting at our bar, they think it's hilarious to who will eat it for however much money. Like, people just get going with it. But yeah, so the crabs, and today I actually found a snail and like a really cool, I think it was like a little conch shell. Conch shell, I think you would call it. It's out on my TikTok story. But yeah, let's see here. What else? There's no telling, honestly. We found a lot of different things.
So we're talking with Bri Noell of the Shucks, Oyster Bar and Grill. They're located down in Wildwood, Florida. So before our interview today, I was in fact, the last couple of days, I've been looking up stuff about oysters. So I kind of sounded like I knew what I was talking about. But but what I did see is they mentioned on there that oysters have to be either consumed alive or cooked alive, that they cannot be eaten safely when they're dead. Is there any truth behind that? Why is that?
Okay, so with this has been a big thing going all over TikTok right now too, especially with the cases of the unfortunate circumstance of someone passing away. So with this, it applies to not only oysters, but any raw kind of food that you're going to eat, sushi, fish in general. It's a sign that we keep in the restaurant that says consume at your own risk. That's rare, off the wall occurrence that can happen where you can get sick. And I think the bacteria just affects certain people's bodies a certain way. It's unpredictable, honestly. But the people, I say, the people that eat oysters, they know the risk. They know what can happen. And I think if you are someone who has anything to where you're immune compromised, you should not eat them. And some people do in some cases, and that is on them. Not too far from here, someone did actually get sick from a restaurant, and people were coming all over to all the restaurants all around checking. So you never know, but it can happen. It can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just by their signs.
So I also saw that there was what they called a U.S. National Oyster Shucking Contest. Have you ever entered something like that? Because what I saw, the current record, and I don't know if this has changed or not, but what I saw was 39 oysters shucked in a minute.
Oh no, I would not. I love my hands too much, but I will say we do have a guy who's been in there forever since the get-go as well. His name is Jerry. He's also a high school teacher for ag co-op, or not ag co-op, but the ag class, agricultural, sorry. But here in town. So he's a teacher in the day. He'll come shuck at night, and he is killer on the shucker. Of course, he never gets to hop on our lives because he's more so at night. But he shucks them behind his back and everything. I just learned the other day. Of all this time, I don't know when he learned this, but he is the master shucker, I'd say. And they're my sister, I will say. She can put down some oysters, and Tiff and Kara that are in there. But Jerry is awesome. He literally will shuck them behind his back. And I even tried it today myself. And I did it, but I'm not a Jerry. Jerry is awesome. He 100% needs to enter this contest. I have had a few comments saying this as well about this contest. I'm like, definitely not for me. I enjoy shucking, but not that much.
So really quickly, before we run out of time, I did want to say that I heard you were starting an online shop, an online store.
Yes.
So do you want to really quickly tell the listeners about that and where they can find out about that at?
100%. So a couple people in our lives have wanted some hats from us that just say some funny things going on in our place. I won't say it on here, but we do plan on putting hats out there, probably some koozies, shirts that will say, like, referencing Shucked Up or We're Shucking Crazy or anything like that. I literally just got this started the other day and approved for it. So we're super, super excited about that. Tiffany and I, the girl who's also on the live, she will be doing a lot of the making in her time. And I'll be purchasing all the stuff for her to do all that for everybody. So we're super, super stoked about it.
Awesome. Hey, so before we let you go, tell us one more time where your restaurant is. If people are in the area, they can stop by. Tell them how to find it.
100%. So again, ours is a little hole in the wall. People miss it every day, but we're right off of 301 and 44, right in Wildwood, Florida. You do have to make an an awkward U-turn to get to us, but we're smack dab on the corner of the light. That's 301 and 44. You don't want to miss us. We are small, but we do have a no shuck sign right out to the road.
Okay. And they can, if somebody really wants to watch like I did, this shucking stuff that you do on TikTok, how can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok at Bri Marie Noell, all together, and that's Bri with 2 I's. And you can find all of our stuff. We typically try to go live Tuesday through Friday every morning between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, cool. So, hey, we've been talking with Bri Noell of Shucks, Oyster Bar and Grill. They're located down in Wildwood, Florida. Hey, Bri, I want to thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. You taking the time. I know you got a restaurant to run, but we do appreciate you taking a couple minutes to chat with us tonight. So I guess I could say happy shucking.
Yes, and don't hurt yourself with me.
Again, I appreciate it. Thanks again, Bri.
Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me and talking to me. I appreciate you.
No problem. So, hey, we're going to keep things moving tonight. We're actually going to be doing this next song request for Bri because she asked if we could play this tonight. This is a song she used to play before she started posting all her oyster shucking videos online. She wants to hear Whitney Houston and I Want to Dance with Somebody. So we got that coming up next, right here on Cookie Monster Radio, WCMR.